Space, the boundary of human achievement, the new frontier.
It's just a cough.
Yeah, right. And the Earth is flat.
Treat your cough seriously with Robitussin CF Max. Nothing lasts longer and treats more symptoms for your cough, cold, and flu. Robitussin, because it's never just a cough.
In a few moments, you will have an experience which will seem completely real. It will be the result of your subconscious fears transformed to your conscious awareness. Warning, this tape must not be played by government personnel. It can be extremely harmful and result in severe trauma. You have 5 seconds to terminate this tape. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's good to see you. I must go. I know I must go.
Hold him. Now you listen to me, you hillbilly punk who thinks the world's still round. I'm here to tell you it's not. It's flat.
Lexi, tell us something interesting.
Okay, the Earth is flat, and a witch stole his pants.
Flat Earth expert Mark Sargent thinks the moon landing was a hoax.
Technically, the moon itself is a hoax.
Right, but betting with Sportsbet's new iPhone app?
I could do this standing on my head.
Thanks, Gravity. Sportsbet's new iPhone app. It's foolproof.
I know how we're different. Do you believe the Earth is flat?
I know it's flat. I walk on it. Holy sh**.
Do you think the Earth is flat, Snoop? What do you think?
It's a flat world after all.
Smoke weed every day.
Und jetzt der Verkehr. Vorsicht, liebe Autofahrer, auf der A3 Oberhausen Richtung Arnheim ist die linke Spur aufgrund eines UFO-Absturzes gesperrt.
Broadcasting straight to you from a large spaceship currently at war with mainstream science. Meanwhile, the AI-powered peanut gallery says karma and death are two interconnected concepts that have fascinated and perplexed humanity for centuries. Rooted in various religious and philosophical traditions, they offer profound insights into the nature of existence and the consequences of our actions. Karma, often associated with Eastern philosophies such as Hinduism and Buddhism, posts that our actions in this life have far-reaching repercussions in future lives, shaping our destiny and determining the quality of our experiences. On the other hand, death is an inevitable and mysterious event that marks the end of physical life, raising questions about the afterlife, the soul's journey, and the ultimate significance of our mortal existence. Together, karma and death form a complex tapestry that invites introspection, moral reflection, and a deeper understanding of the intricate dynamics of life's journey. Yep, Peanut's that good. He's that good. I didn't even have to edit that. All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Strange World, where the truth is often stranger than fiction. I'm your host, Mark Sargent, the creator of Flat Earth Clues, which propose that all of us are living inside a Truman Show enclosed structure, thousands of miles wide. Just Google Flat Earth Mark. Hey, and if that doesn't work, just type in Mark Sargent, Flat Earth, or whatever, because the think tanks listen to me sometimes, and I actually caught that not working. If you can't find it, well, maybe you're not very good at the internet. I used to be able to say that, but not somewhere.
Maybe the algorithms are against us.
Yeah, maybe the algorithms are against us now. Currently, this show is on Tuesday nights at 7 Pacific, 10 Eastern. And yes, Caroline, if it is not June 6th, 2023, then you are listening to a rerun. Quote of the day goes exactly like this one thing. What do these terms have in common? Medical emergency, player collapsed, player died in sleep, cardiac arrest, brain aneurysm, blood clot, heart stop, died suddenly and unexpectedly, youth died, youth collapsed, athlete died, and died after a brief illness. Officially, nothing. They have nothing in common at all. Unofficially, they have everything in common. Who said that? Well, that's a combination of me and a friend of the show named Dana, who Ted got her tied in with me, and she sent me an email with all these fun things, and it's like, oh, hey, so Dana, if you're listening, thank you.
Oh, right on.
Very, very cool. Yeah, I was wondering if somebody was going to collect all those. Collect the whole set, kids. All right. My co-host, she's lovely, she's sassy, and she's one of the biggest Flat Earth rock stars ever, Karen B of the channel, Karen B. Hey, Karen.
Hey, Mark.
It's Tuesday.
It sure is.
Yep. And you guys should be watching. You should be watching the video version. Then you could see all of Karen's ink. Well, maybe like a quarter of Karen's ink because she's got her arms and
some of it.
Yeah, some of it showing off.
Not gonna see all of it.
No.
Ever.
No. There's a lot of ink there. A lot of ink. Only Ted gets to see that. Hey, Karen, being the current queen of Flat Earth, it must be hard to find Flat Earth friends. Do you know an easy way to find cool people like yourself and solid info about our stationary horizontal level plane?
Why, yes, that would be the Flat Earth Sun, Moon, and Zodiac Clock app.
Sure enough, it's the perfect gift for friends, family, and complete strangers. Watch the featured video every day for 2 weeks and see what happens. It'll be the best $2.99 you've ever given to David Weiss. Don't forget, you can also find this program on BitChute and Brighteon, Rockfin, and Rumble. YouTube is not the end of Flat Earth. It is just the beginning. I'm Dave Weiss, and I approve of this show. Shoutouts to Flat Earther Stephen Carpenter of the Deftones. Support the Flat Earth cause and get the coolest hoodies ever. Go to the Strong Don't family, won't you? Ooh. And shout out to Jesse, if I'm not mistaken. Hang on here, because he sent me. He looks like he has proposed.
That's right. I saw that email. He proposed to his girlfriend, and now they are engaged.
Yes, and the pictures are lovely, Jesse. Oh yeah, we'll mention the meetup here. So thank you for sending the shots and congratulations. I never took the leap myself, but that's mostly because Ted wasn't available. Let's see here. So let's do meetups. First one, let's get Jesse's out of the way. Hey, Mark and Karen and Peanut Gallery, hope you're doing well. A reminder, the next meetup will occur on Saturday, June 10th from 6 p.m. till whenever at AMF Sheridan Lanes, 3121 South Sheridan Road, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 74145. Please RSVP by emailing Jesse at 918-404-7542, or you can email him at 300kmileprius@gmail.com. He will have a Nikon P1000 with him. Peanut Gallery, are you attending that? He is not attending that, but you might be able to. So if you're in that area, cool, groovy, wonderful. Let's see. I've got a couple others. Peanut says he's got to work. I believe that. So there's one coming up this weekend. I am going to be in Seattle, Washington at the Mustard Seed Grill and Pub. That's 5608 119th Avenue Southeast in Bellevue. I will be there with Ted and Dennis and other people. So if you're in the Seattle area this weekend and you want to swing by, please do. It's going to be a lot of fun from, I think, 5 p.m. until whenever. I'm not going to stay till midnight, though, because I've got a ferry I've got to catch. Not that kind of ferry. The F-E-R-R-Y. that sort of ferry. Well, you never know. I mean, I'm open. So, yeah. So when's Ted flying out?
That would be this coming Sunday.
Oh, he's flying out Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so he's going straight from the airport to the event. Probably. Pretty close.
Basically, yeah, I think
Wow.
so.
Awesome. All right. And then after that, there is one. Well, you know what? There's one actually before that. There's going to be a meetup. I'm not attending this one. It's San Diego, June 8th. That promo is also on my channel. And then I get a week off, and then I get to go to the Flat Earth, a big meetup down in Los Angeles. Renee and his group going to be bringing me down there. That's June 24th. I will be attending again, hanging out on Huntington Beach. I think technically it's Sunset Beach, but either way, it's going to be a great time. It's like MTV Beach House, but with more insane people.
Mm-hmm.
It's really kind of what it is.
Right there on the summer solstice, pretty much, right?
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Should be a good time. And that's all I have for those. And eventually I'm not going to build the Vegas promos until July. But you want to do a quick shout out to the big blowout, the big Flat Earth conference this year is going to be in Las Vegas. Karen is doing it.
Yeah, man. October 21st and 22nd in Las Vegas. So there you go. That's it. Go to flatearthfestivals.com. Mark Sargent's going to be there.
Yep.
Jeranism will be there.
Mark
Devlin. David Weiss will be there, of course.
Rick Hummer.
Rick Hummer will be there.
Yep.
He'll be hosting. And I've got some others lined up that I have not announced yet. We're planning on having Chief Crow and the Flat Earthworms out again for music.
Nice.
So yeah, we're international this year. We've got some UK people coming.
Cool. About time. We got that out of the way.
So Mark Devlin's from the UK. A lot of people might be familiar with Mark. He does a lot of he's the guy who did a lot of research on like the music and the industry and like the 432 hertz and all that stuff. He's a really cool guy.
Nice.
So yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, look and there's early bird tickets right now.
Yeah, but they're almost gone. I put a blast out earlier.
Oh, so you're not kidding this time. They are almost gone.
They are almost gone.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the price is gonna go up. If you have a coupon code, like if you are one of my Patreons or a channel member and I give you a coupon code, your coupon code will be good. Doesn't matter what price the ticket is, but the ticket price is going to go up pretty soon here, probably after tonight, because all the early bird tickets are just about gone.
Okay. All right. On to headlines. The title of the show is called Turbo Karma, but that title will not be in the original headlines. That will be in the lucky unlucky section. So let's start with something mellow, shall we? This is from the bbc.com. I was actually pretty happy they ran this. BBC culture section, The Truman Show. Has a film ever predicted the future so accurately? Of course, I love it because I'm a big fan of The Truman Show, a big dome structure that fools the people inside. Actually, just one guy. So, but it really talked about how The Truman Show was kind of forecasting social media in a sense, and how we were watching other people, but even that didn't understand the scope of how many people were going to get involved. So instead of everybody watching just one guy, it's everybody trying to be watched by everybody else. But I like the article. The Truman Show. Has a film ever predicted the future so accurately? It's a great article. Read it if you get a chance. It's on the BBC. Next one down. Okay, so the FTC is fining Amazon a whole $31 million, which is couch cushion money for those guys, because one of their employees used Amazon's Ring doorbell, the video camera, to spy on customers, most notably about 80 women. All right. As you know, if you have the doorbell camera, it's a great way to make sure, initially it was designed so that you could see if their packages was getting dropped off, and then, if somebody was trying to rip off your package, because there's places in this country where you cannot leave Amazon packages at the door. You just can't do it. But yeah, can it be abused? You bet it can. Of course, the data can be used by anybody at any time, but they're trying to make it think like, oh, this is an isolated incident with just one perv. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Don't think so. Whatever. And this took years before the settlement, by the way. This goes all the way back to 2017.
Jeez.
I know, right? What's been happening since then? What's been happening in the last 6 years, guys? All right, next one down. This is from the Daily Wire. This is a combination story. This first off, the Daily Wire helped produce something, a movie called "What Is a Woman." So the headline is Twitter cancels deal with the Daily Wire to stream What Is a Woman over misgendering. Will label film hateful conduct. That was on June 1st, right? And you don't have to, so it's like, oh, Twitter. It's like thinking, oh, Twitter, they're not about anti-censorship. So who steps in to save the day? Next one down. Oh, you better believe it. Let's see if Twitter opens up. Come on, you stupid. I know it's Elon's account, but you don't have to jam up on me. Come on. Can you get it to pull up?
Pull what? What?
The Elon Musk Twitter one link that I sent. Is it not pulling up for you?
No, I see it. It says every parent should watch this.
All right, we'll just use yours.
The video.
Yeah. And so Elon steps in. It's like, oh, censorship. That's bad. I'm going to put it on my individual account. And he ran the whole movie on his account because he's the hero. He's your hero. He is.
Right.
You should look up to this guy. However, you're thinking to yourself, some of you trivia people, it's like, hey, doesn't Elon have a trans child? Yes, he does. Next one down. However, this trans child, why is it not coming up for me? You're going to have to read it, Karen.
Okay. This is the other Twitter one.
Yeah, the other one where his child basically disowned him back last year.
Oh, everything you need to know about Elon Musk. Musk's daughter, whose new name is Vivian Wilson, asked the court to change her name to agree with her gender identity. I no longer live with or wish to be related to my biological father in any way, shape, or form.
There you go. He's complete controversy averted. So he is now, he's again still in hero status. God, I hate that guy. I mean, I hate the Paul brothers because I just think it would be funny if they died in a bus crash, where a bus actually went over a cliff. But Elon, I want a rocket to I would have loved Artemis to tip over and go into mission control and just do untold damage, or a piece of concrete that blew out from the whatever. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah. He's over here trying to look like a good guy. Meanwhile, his little brain implant has been given the go-ahead for human testing.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Everything he says, it's seriously, anything he tweets, immediately the media picks up. And I think part of it's because the election hasn't kicked off yet. And Red Team doesn't have, Trump's not in the news right now. He won't be until January of next year. So, when the campaign kicks off. So, no, Elon's the guy. South African puppet for the U.S. government. Yep, that's our answer. Okay, next one down. Speaking of which, he flew to China. Tells officials in Beijing that he is opposed to the U.S. and China breaking down economic ties. No, U.S. and China should be absolutely friends. Absolutely fine. The Taiwan thing, no. We should be friends. Why? Karen knows the answer to this. China has become a key manufacturing center for Austin, Texas-based Tesla, with the Shanghai factory churning out 710,000 cars in 2022, or around 52% of the company's worldwide output. So, yeah.
Wow. So China makes more than half the Teslas that exist?
As Peanut was pointed out, that's because they're battery powered. China rules the battery industry right now. So that'd be the place. Why ship the batteries over here? Those things are heavy. Make them over there. Then ship all the Teslas that you need to, like Europe and Asia, and ship them over there. US ones from here, everybody else from China. So you're probably not going to, I wouldn't think you'd see Teslas over here made in China, but you never know. So there you go.
I think they're made in Fremont, California, aren't they?
You think?
Isn't that?
Last Elon headline, because it's tied to it. Because of this, right? Remember last week, Karen, when Tesla was named the most popular car in the world? Most popular car in the world. Well, because of that, their stock price went up. It's like, wow, I should invest in Tesla. Well, because of that, RT.com ran the story. Elon Musk is now again the world's richest person.
Oh, God.
The Tesla CEO seen his wealth grow by more than 50 billion this year amid a surge in the car maker's stock price. Well, yeah, if you keep running stories saying that his car is the greatest car in the world, yeah, it's paper money, of course. You know, it's not real assets, but yeah. So Elon can do no wrong. Till he does, whatever. God, man, drives me insane. No, it's the media. It's the media's fault. I mean, they created this monster. They did. All right, next one down. Let's stay with China because this one caught my eye. Thank you for all the people that sent me this. China is digging a 10,000 meter hole into the earth to reach the Cretaceous system. Now, you know, Karen, Karen, that our community has been talking about the deepest holes ever drilled for 8 years. You know, the Germans and the Russians, you know, the deep hole drilling stuff they ran for years and years. At no point did any of them bring up the Cretaceous system. Why? So, by the way, Peanut did the math on that. It's just a little over 6 miles. So not quite the 7.8 miles, the world record, but they're going down 6 miles. That's what they think they're going to do anyway.
Reach rocks from the Cretaceous period, the layer known as the Cretaceous system.
Yeah. Why? Why would you do this?
Which dates back 145 million years. I'm sure they know that, right? How do they know that? It's so stupid.
Yeah, I don't.
The deeper we go, the further back in time we go.
Yeah, China's doing it for science, or they heard that there was something down there. They want to see it themselves. Took you guys that long? We've only been talking about it.
It says for ultra deep oil and gas.
Oh, who knows? Maybe they'll hit something. And if they do, they're not going to tell anybody.
What even talks about the super deep borehole in Russia, the Kola borehole?
Yeah. All right, let's see if we can knock out the rest of these before the break. So this next one's from NPR.com. And this one caught my eye, which was YouTube will no longer take down false claims about the U.S. elections. U.S. elections, notably one election. So there are three taboo things you cannot talk about on YouTube. Medical misinformation. You can't advertise a medical product, you know, that or condemn a medical product that goes against the CDC or the WHO, right? Mm-hmm. Which we have gotten, you know, we have to dance around every freaking week. You cannot talk about false flags. You cannot, say that a tragedy didn't happen or criticize it in any way, shape, or form. If it was on the news and people died, you can't criticize it. But the third one, a lot of people don't know, is you cannot criticize the 2020 election. Channels have been destroyed because of this. And this has been going on for a long time. However, as of June 2nd, they reversed that policy just out of the blue. And they can talk about whatever reason they want in the article, but I'll tell you exactly why. It is because what's coming up with the election, there's going to be so many people talking about it because Trump is going to be the lead in this election. There's going to be so many people talking about the 2020 election that no matter what filters you throw on this, you're going to be doing friendly fire against other, there's going to be channels flagged for all sorts of fun reasons. And you don't want that to happen. So you just turn off the filter and say, you know what, let's just not even deal with that for now. Kind of like the stars on the moon photos. It's like, it's just too much hassle. Just no stars. So they're not even going to address it. And because again, Trump's going to be talking about it all the time. And if you're a blue team media, you're going to be talking, you're going to quote Donald Trump. So if Trump says, "Oh, it was rigged. It was totally rigged." Well, beforehand, our channel would have been flagged for me just saying that. But now not anymore. Because, well, YouTube is giving it a pass for the next 2 years. They may turn it back on later, but we'll see. Whatever. Next one down. So now there's only two cardinal sins in YouTube: medical misinformation and false flags. See, things getting better. Next one.
I'm sure they're going to go back and give everybody back their channels back.
I'm sure they will too.
Move all those strikes and stuff too.
Yep. Yeah, I'm sure they will. Yeah, well, sort of like the releasing all those people in jail for marijuana offenses when it becomes legal in the state.
Right.
Like, no, man, it wasn't legal when you got hit. Somebody sent me this just before the show. This is from a British dailymail.com. Astrophotographer snaps rarely seen details of the ISS. Stunning image shows orbiting lab transiting a crescent moon at more than 17 miles an hour. Yep. Anyone gonna buy that shot right there?
No.
Nope.
So phony.
Me neither. I mean, come
Look at
on.
that detail. Get out of
The
here.
detail is ridiculous. And by the way, that detail of the moon is better than Artemis 1.
The detail of the ISS in front of the moon, not only that, but in the same depth of field.
Yep. Yep.
There's just no way.
Oh, I will give you the adjective. Stunning is appropriate here, but fake as hell. There's no way you get this shot. The clarity of this. Where are you in fact, what angle are you shooting this from?
There's no way he's
No.
getting that kind of detail and clarity.
Nope.
No
Nope.
way.
Nope. He was in the Sonoran Desert, supposedly, taking this shot.
Yeah, whatever.
And that's a good excuse because there's nobody's in the Sonoran Desert.
Right?
There are no photographers in the Sonoran Desert. So no one's gonna be able to challenge him on it. If he said he shot it from the middle of Kansas, there'd be all sorts of people. It's like, really? Get out their cameras. Nope. Sonoran Desert. Peanut, where's the Sonoran Desert? Middle East or Africa? Do we know? All right. Last but not least, before we go to Lucky Unlucky, is from Daily Wire. We can't escape. I will say this: the AI headlines have diminished a lot, mostly because people don't understand it. Sonoran Desert's in Arizona?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like Sonora? That's Arizona.
Oh. Well, there you go. Arizona. I stand corrected. Anyway, sorry. DailyWire.com. U.S. Air Force chief says AI, there we go, Ray. AI drone killed a human operator during a simulation. Okay. The reason why this didn't get a lot of press is because it's a simulation. It wasn't like a real operator got killed. It was a simulated operator that got killed. And the simulated operator was in the area of fire, and he was the drone was going to take out the target. The pilot was in the way, and that target was eliminated. People, it's like, oh, does that mean that the AI can kill us? I was like, no, AIs are dumb. They only do what you tell them to. If you tell them to somebody didn't program that part in, which you should, which is, hey, don't shoot next to command module ever. Don't shoot next to your own command module. And that's not what happened. And so they try to hype it up the best they could, but it didn't get a lot of press. Look, computers are dumb. I'm trying to beat that into you guys.
I like how they still got to make it like throw a little bit of fear porn in there though, and make it and call it the Skynet like incident.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Skynet, of course, the story from Terminator, where we gave, which is again a ripoff of Colossus, where we gave total control of our weapon arsenal to a computer with no oversight. And the first thing it did was it became self-aware, said humans should not be on this world, and destroyed them all. Yeah, this is a far cry from that. Far cry. A digital guy. It's basically an NPC getting killed by another NPC.
Yeah.
That's all that happened here. It wasn't even a real drone. It was a digital drone.
Well, I'm hoping that if you're a real drone operator, you wouldn't tell the drone to blow up where you're sitting.
Yes. Or who knows, maybe they did it deliberately just to see if it would. I was like, look, the programmers, unless the programmer built in, override, do not shoot next to command module, it's going to shoot next to the command module. It does exactly what you tell it to do, and only what you tell it to do. All right, we got to go to break. Oh yeah, that's right. And they fly out of, and all the drone pilots are based in Vegas. That part's not a lie. Air conditioned trailers. They don't even have to. They do it all remotely. So yeah, they basically bombed them in Vegas probably. All right, we're gonna go to break, and then when we come back, we'll do Lucky Unlucky and Clown World. We got 3 of those. So Karen, the music, please.
Are you a blue dot? Those questioning where we live are not just here. They are everywhere. Of course, this info is hidden from you, but the app shows you that no matter where you go, you aren't alone. We are everywhere, and we are growing. Find your tribe today.
Shout out to Karen B, Mark Sargent, and David Weiss. I'll be checking out that video this weekend at the Flat Earth, Sun, Moon, and Zodiac Clock app on YouTube. Or
Join me, Karen B, every moon day at
Every
9:30
moon
a.m.
day.
for Coffee Talk on YouTube, Rumble, and Rockfin. You never know what you'll learn about in the coffee shop. Open topic and open phones, y'all. Join me.
Welcome back to Strange World, part 2 of 4. It's you and me and the always lovely Karen B. And Peanut. He's in parentheses. So we are doing lucky and unlucky. We got a number of those.
And yes.
Oh, yeah. That was Joe Jackson stepping out from his album
Night and Day.
Yeah, I know. It's burned into my head to remember it and not remember it simultaneously. It's really weird. It's like the Stephen Wright joke, humidifier and dehumidifier in the same room. Let them fight it out. That's that's what my head is sometimes. Okay, lucky unlucky, and you make stuff. I do. It's so terrible. Okay, so the show is called Turbo Karma, and let's get this out of the way. There's an image that Karen could probably pull up on the screen, and it was sent to me by somebody who follows. I think it was actually Dana. Well, maybe it was Dana from a thing called genocideblog.com. If you want to shut up anybody that gives you any crap, it's like, see, nothing happened. It was 3 years and nothing happens. So yeah, go to genocideblog.com and you will see. This is just a collection, and the channels are not listed here, so we're not going to out anybody. But you could go into YouTube and type in, I have cancer, right? And sort by most popular. You're going to run into these people. These are social influencers. And what did all these people have in common? Well, they were pushing something 3 years ago, which they probably shouldn't have been. And now, again, because these they don't talk to each other. They all say, oh, the doctor said it was really rare. Oh, the doctor said it was so weird. They never seen anything like it. Well, you collect all these people. It's like, no, it's not rare if you all keep doing the same, keep running into the same thing. And the Vlog brothers was just the guy at the end there. Remember him at the bottom with like, whatever, he had 6 million subs or something like that. And there's people that aren't even on this list. So what I'm getting at is B and C list content creators, kind of like mainstream media, sort of the same thing. We'll get into that. B and least C list celebrities of any kind, you are not protected in any way, shape, or form. There is no special exemption for you. So unfortunately, the Paul brothers seem to be protected, as much as I hate to say it, but these guys not so much. So like while Bob Saget and Gilbert Gottfried go down in the same week, other people do not. Some people fall through the cracks. So anyway, yeah, I highly recommend this site. If you go to it, you will run into a lot of people that aren't celebs, and you'll see the same story over and over and over. And they just keep posting. It's like, oh yeah, keep seeing the same sort of things. Those things I listed at the beginning of the show. But turbo karma to those guys right there. You were the influencers. They still are in such denial about it. All right, moving on. Next one down. Let's get to the big one. Let's talk about mainstream. Remember how I said that no A-lister has dropped in 3 years. That record is still going strong. However, as you know, Jamie Foxx, and this story is not being reported by mainstream. This is from Natural News. Jamie Foxx reportedly blinded and partially paralyzed after coerced into taking the shot, right? Which is why you have not seen him in any capacity. There are no video clips. There are no still shots. And it is, again, shows the strength of the influence that is being peddled here, because Natural News, they'll run this, but you're telling me TMZ, which lives for gossip, they will, any rapper even sneezes in the wrong direction, they make it a headline, but they will not talk about the Jamie Foxx story. They won't do it. Next one down. Just to confirm this wasn't just one-off. This is from Radar. This is like this would be the off-Broadway version of TMZ. Right? They'll print basically anything. They don't give a crap. So it's like, oh yeah, exclusive. Jamie Foxx being taught how to walk again at a Chicago physical rehab facility after mysterious health crisis. For whatever reason, they do not want to say that he had a stroke, which is, blood clot to the brain. They
also don't talk about how he had to get the vaccine.
Right. No, they won't. They won't. No one wants. Well, I mean, the studio. Yeah, no one wants to get. In fact, even Radar is scared. They won't even say which facility he's at. They won't even list the facility in Chicago which he's at that specializes in stroke rehab. That's what these guys specialize in. Because they don't want whoever, the inside person, I'm sure some doctor, some nurse, probably some nurse, some orderly, got paid for the information. But let's go down to it. Just to recap real fast. Third one down. This is from Newsweek magazine. Newsweek figured out a way to talk about it without talking about it. Jamie Foxx becomes figurehead of anti-vax movement. Despite the specifics of his recent illness being kept private, Jamie Foxx has become the figurehead for the anti-vax movement after a rumor went viral. And they go into the Dr. Drew discussion, blah, blah, blah. And they get all, about halfway down to this. And they're not saying that it's not true. They're saying it's completely unverified. It's like, fine, then end it. You can solve this with one selfie, kind of like the Damar Hamlin thing, that they diffuse that pretty quickly. They cannot diffuse this. For whatever reason, he is not camera ready in any capacity. I don't know why. It could be a paralysis, could be a Bell's palsy thing. Don't know. So yeah, Newsweek, they're the only way they're even printing it is saying only conspiracy people are talking about this. But that's a mistake because you're just drawing attention to something that you didn't want attention drawn to. So last but not least, before we get off Jamie Foxx, I want to go into the timeline real fast for you guys that don't know, have been living under, because there was a guy I interviewed with recently who knew nothing about this. Jamie Foxx, this is from Fox News. Jamie Foxx mystery illness timeline of the Stars health scare, right? So April 11th, that's how long it's been. April 11th, he goes down on set. There's no video of it. There's no nothing. Just it's like he was rushed off and something went wrong. He had to cancel filming of the movie he was doing with Cameron Diaz. April 12th, he was filming the movie was called Back in Action. Don't know if they finished it for Netflix. It was being shot in Atlanta. April 13th. For whatever reason, they probably knew they tried to finish the movie with his stunt double. So, not the close-ups, but the wide shots, seeing what they could do there. So they continued filming. We'll see how that goes. Here's where it gets interesting. So April 23rd, Nick Cannon, one of his friends, reveals Jamie Foxx is awake and alert. Right? Nick Cannon just lying through his freaking teeth. He took the money and completely lying through his teeth. Why is this important? Right? May 3rd, somebody tweets, who's not Jamie, says, appreciate all the love, feeling blessed. Prayer hands, heart, Fox. What's the Fox mean, Karen?
Jamie Foxx.
Thank you. Yeah, good. Very good. All right. So May 3rd. Okay, so this where so remember he was supposed to, his daughter was the one that was really trying to cover for him, because remember she wanted to co-host Beat Shazam show with him. They had a done deal. That was an ironclad thing. Like she goes, oh no, the show's still going to happen. May 3rd, who gets the show? Nick Cannon and Kelly Osbourne. Nick Cannon, wasn't he the guy that earlier from the hospital said that Jamie was okay? Yes, he did. So what'd they give him for it? They give him his own show. Good for you, Nick. Freaking sellout. May 5th, Jamie Foxx is stable and not in life-threatening situation, right? So it's like, okay. And then May 12th, that's when his daughter just completely freaking lost her mind. Corinne says, oh no, he's been out of the hospital for weeks and he's playing pickleball at home. Nope. May 15th, Jamie Foxx gets a new show. It was going to be with her, right? Announced a new show May 15th as the actor recovered. She tweets, oh, we are family coming 2024. We can't wait for the new show. And because it's going to be a brand new thing along the lines of Beat Shazam, which they already gave away to his friend. And then last but not least, and there's a picture of them in the new, what's going to be in the new show. May 15th, Jamie Foxx's family visits rehabilitation. And then Mike Tyson, unsure if Jamie Foxx will play him in the movie as planned. Remember, he was supposed to play Mike Tyson in a biography movie. And so Mike Tyson's people reached out to his people. It was like, nope, not going to happen. June 1, Nick Cannon says Jamie Foxx will speak about illness when he's ready. Okay. And that's it. That's the end. That's all anyone's ever heard. That was a week ago. So yeah, I am going to keep watching this. I can't wait. You guys see it before I do, please email me any still shots. I've never seen anything go long. And as you know, if you know anything about Hollywood, no one has successfully come back from a stroke. No actor. The closest we got, I think Peanut will agree with me, was Floyd the Barber from the Andy Griffith Show. And after his stroke, they basically tied him to the barber's chair and had him keep going. I should probably look that one up. Okay, next one down. TMZ.com. Lucky Unlucky. I don't know who DC Young is. Apparently his name is DC Young Fly's longtime partner. She was 32. Jackie O. And do we know anything about this? Nope. No cause of the death. She was in Miami to do a mommy makeover thing. There's her with, I don't think, any makeup on. If you scroll down.
Are those her children? How sad if it is.
I know. Next one down is wait. What do you have?
Death of Sandra Beatty.
Sandra Beatty. She is the vice world champion of jiu-jitsu. She was 31 years old. She is now officially unlucky. She died on Friday. There's no reason given at all. So in addition to all the reasons, we listed off at the beginning of the show, the easiest way is just to say no cause of death given. So yeah, she was 31. Next one down, Fox.com. Anna Shea from Bling Empire, one of my favorite shows. That's not true. Dead at 62. They actually said she died of a stroke. See, so again, B and C listers, you can say that. Say, oh yeah, died of stroke. Jamie Foxx, for whatever reason, they do not want to say it. Don't know why. So there she is.
It is weird. Why don't they?
Right now, mostly for money reasons. You don't want to officially say it because all contracts will be null and void, and you have to reevaluate every project that he's ever been in. There's a lot of money tied to him right now, but everybody knows in the background. But officially, whatever, they don't want to say it. At this point, somebody's got to say it, but so far it's been pretty much a news blackout. Next one down. Oh, okay, this was kind of fun. So remember how over the last several months we've been saying that the excuse is whatever you die of, whatever you're doing at the time you die of, whether you're digging in your garden or you're putting on underarm deodorant or you're cycling or whatever, that's what killed you, right? Mm-hmm. Unless you are tied with the LAPD. So this guy gets pulled over, he gets in a tussle with officers, they tase him, he dies of a heart attack. But then the LAPD says, oh no, I got to do some autopsies here. We didn't tase him to death. He had to have died from something else. So in this case, oh no. And probably the only honest thing I've seen all month, which is, oh no, he died of myocarditis and some cocaine. They had to throw the cocaine in there, just to give it some flavor. But yeah, he died of myocarditis. I was like, so, okay, so you're going to tell the truth just to get the LAPD off the hook. You're not going to blame it on the tasers because they're so fond of using tasers. Whatever. Large heart cocaine use. How old is he anyway? 31. He was a high school teacher. Yikes. Not good.
What happened?
What?
What the heck happened?
He was suspected in a hit and run crash. Oh, that would do it. Hit and run. He runs for it. He's like, crap. You don't want to be a teacher and get caught with a hit and run. Stopped by police. Then he bolts. He was having fun in LA. And then they tased him.
Oh my God. Did you read this quote here? It says, please, 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 Anderson yells. They're trying to George Floyd me, he says.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I guess they did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next one down. Next one down. Also, we'll stay in LA. This is from Los Angeles Times. Family disputes Lance Reddick's cause of death. Remember, he was the hotel manager in what was he? The
John Wick.
The manager in John Wick. He didn't own the hotel, but he ran the front desk.
Yeah.
But the family is coming back and saying, why do you keep saying that he died of heart disease? Right. So his reported cause of death, ischemic heart disease and coronary artery disease, is not a result of an autopsy and inconsistent with the facts known to the family. Yeah, guy was a freaking rail. He was, looked like he was in great shape. And they said, oh no, he died of heart disease at 60. Whatever. So the family's fighting this. We'll see how long they fight it before somebody tells them to shut up. Next one down. This one, pilot. Oh yeah, let's talk about this really quick. You guys, a bunch of people sent me the jet. So private jet, just because of, Cessna makes jets as well, guys. And this was a private jet coming out of the Hamptons, if I'm not mistaken, and going down the East Coast. And pilot catches a dose of the suddenly. And you guys probably don't know that private jets rarely, if ever, use two pilots. Because why would you? I mean, it's got only a few people in the back. You're not talking about a huge liability issue. Plus, you don't want to pay the huge amount of money for the second guy who's not going to be doing anything. Mm-hmm. So he catches a case of the suddenly while on autopilot, and that's all she wrote. The people in the back seat, who were three women, a mother, a daughter, and a nanny. I don't even know if they knew what hit him. So when it flew over DC, they scrambled fighters, and they're trying to flag him down and look in the window. It's like, oh yeah, he's not getting up. And that was it. I don't even know where did it crash. Do we know where it crashed?
In Virginia, Rafine, Virginia.
They figured out it was gonna crash in a place where
it actually ran out of fuel. If you
I'm looking at the flight path.
I was listening to a report with Ted. He watches a lot of plane videos anyway, and the guy was saying that the first thing that happened is the right because of the way this jet is set up, it's got fuel in both wings, but they're not like connected.
Oh.
So when it ran out of fuel, the right one ran out first just because it was just happened to be the right one first. And so then the autopilot couldn't continue on its course anymore, and then it just started spiraling into the ground. It did into the the right wing. It just started spiraling down until it crashed.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I have no problem. You guys probably, there was a story that ran a little while back where the FAA, because we have a pilot shortage, we're trying to suggest that maybe we should fly commercial flights with single pilots. And all the pilots are going, no, that's a terrible idea.
That is a horrible idea.
It's a really, really bad idea. You want an example of why? This right here.
Exactly. So
I have no problem flying in a plane with two pilots, even they both have the shot, because hey, there's a redundancy built in, and the odds of both of them going, well, I mean, you have to go back to the movie Airplane for that one, all the way back to 1980. So yeah. I don't think we're going to be seeing that anytime soon. In fact, the FAA, if there was anything on the desk, anyone had a pin in, they're going to be pulling that pin and throwing it away. All right, next one down. We got a few more before Clown World, and then we'll wrap this thing up. It's from NPR. Is that right? Yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll do one more lucky unlucky. So vaccination and awareness should keep M-pox, M as in Mark, pox in check this summer. And I'm looking this up, and I'm actually scrolling down. I was like, because I knew what it was, and I had actually Googled this. It's like, is M-pox monkeypox? And yes, it is. It's formerly known as monkeypox. Mainstream media is no longer being allowed to use the term monkeypox because it comes off as racist, and certain groups have said that we don't need any more problems. Let's not go into this again. You remember what happened with Africanized bees. So it is no longer monkeypox anymore. It's M-pox. So if you hear anything about M-pox and you're wondering, you don't even have to look it up. That's why.
Wow.
Do I think it's going to be a major outbreak? No, I do not. All right. Last one before Clown World. This is a last minute entry sent to us by Peanut just minutes ago. America's Got Talent winner Michael Grimm, sedated by doctors after mystery health issue. He is lucky. Where did I hear mystery health issue before? Oh, right. Jamie Foxx. The singer's wife said Michael's been hospitalized since Memorial Day and remains unconscious, although he's finally breathing on his own again. The root of the issue is not clear, blah, blah, blah. I'm sure everybody is baffled. All right. Let's go to Clown Worlds. First one. You guys probably saw this. It wasn't just on Fox News. This was in a whole bunch of different places. This goes, you want to see why natural selection works with social media, people? Here you go, right here. Girl walks up point blank range to Bison to get the perfect shot. And she was lucky. Bison didn't want to get up, didn't want to trample her, and it's whatever. So yeah.
Wow. It must be an old one or something.
Old Bison?
Yeah.
Could be, or they could have been watching it for a while. I love again, meta, people filming her do this. So the video would have gotten viral had the thing got up and chased her, but not through her, because she would have dropped the phone. It would have been shaky cam Blair Witch Project.
Right.
But other people would have absolutely posted it. It's like, that's where we are. Yeah. So keep doing that, kids. Back it up to the edges of cliffs. It's not enough. Find wild animals. I don't care who it is. Wildebeest, lions, cheetahs, moose. They're fine. Totally fine. Next one. Also from Fox News. Florida woman was, doing some light shoplifting. Leaves her two kids in the car. I don't know what they got into. I don't want to speculate what they got into. But they set the car on fire pretty damn fast. So as she was leaving, trying to make her getaway, She comes out and she's not going anywhere because the car's on fire. Now, the kids didn't die. This is not one of those horrible tragedy things. Bystanders got the kids out of the car. But yeah, there's America at its finest right there. The only thing that would have made it more perfect is if it was like a used Tesla.
Jeez.
I know. And of course, people filmed it.
Somebody's car had a camera on it, it looks like, and it's filming what's going on next to it. Wait, that car actually might be a Tesla because some of those Teslas have cameras on them.
Yeah. She was 24 years old. She is being charged with arson, even though she was not in the car after her car with 2 children left unattended caught fire. So yeah.
Wow.
Plus she got, lost the car. I don't know if social services will be contacted. We'll see. All right. Last one. Last Clown World. So some of you remember years ago, there was a little movie called Super Size Me, where I can't remember the journalist's name, not that it really matters, that did it. He ate McDonald's every day and only McDonald's for a year and went to a number of doctors during the entire process and watched what it did to him as his entire body. Fast forward to now, and I'm sure McDonald's in no way took part in this story and making sure that Foxx ran this story. Tennessee man eats only McDonald's food for 100 days straight, not a year, 100 days straight, and he lost weight. Yep. 57 years old, father and grandfather. I'll read that during the break, Peanut. But you can see the before and after shots. But he did it, he did eat 3 times a day, but he only eats half of what he orders. He basically rationed out everything. So in the morning, he ordered 2 burritos and a hash brown or muffin. Then he eats 1 burrito and half of the hash brown or half of the muffin. He's basically counting calories. The calories can come from, he wasn't finishing the meals. That's not exactly cheating, but it's not exactly,
But you can't say he's eating like full meals of McDonald's and losing weight.
No, he's eating just enough calories. In fact, he's dieting, calories are calories, what they say, and he's eating just enough calories. Now his blood work probably isn't great, but yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend doing that.
No, he's not only shed pounds, but he said he also has healthy blood pressure and good cholesterol. I question those last 2 statements. Absolutely. His cholesterol dropped 65 points. He noted the blood pressure is the same as a teenager. Either way, you could measure me healthier. And then there's a nice little shot of McDonald's menu down at the bottom.
You got to be kidding me.
I am sure the McDonald's in no way had anything to do with this article getting out.
This doesn't even look like the same dude. Doesn't even have the same nose. This is a bunch of hooey.
Yep.
This is some serious bullshit. Come on, buddy.
And then there's things down below where they talk to a doctor. It's like, I wouldn't. Doctor said the same thing. It's like I wouldn't recommend it. Would not recommend that in any way, shape, or form. Anyway, that's it. When we come back,
sponsored by McDonald's. What a bunch of BS.
McDonald's. Eat McDonald's, lose weight. When we come back, we're going to take your phone calls. 848-222-2480. That's 848-222-2480. So, you got questions? We don't have answers, but call us anyway. Karen, take us out.
Okay.
You gotta hit those button things on your side. Yeah. Actually press the thing.
Here we go.
There we go.
Hey, are you a foodie? Are you looking for the best salsas and hot sauce to serve at your next Mexican cultural appropriation party? A salsa that will knock your guests on their rear ends? Or maybe you're just looking for that authentic roasted chili flavor. Imperio Salsa is small batch and handcrafted with choice non-GMO ingredients. It is legit my favorite salsa ever. Support your local flat earther and go to imperiosalsa.com and order some of the most authentic flavored salsa I have had in a very long time. Shipping is included on all USA orders, and oh, look at this. The more you order, the more you save. They have some of the best seasonings that go great on your homemade guacamoles and quesadillas or whatever you like. They are the bomb. Season your meat with it. Season everything with it. Go get it. Keep it flat. Eat my salsa.
Gotta get you the fuck out of Dodge, man. We're going to Vegas.
What are you talking about, Vegas?
Vegas, baby, Vegas.
What do you mean, Vegas?
Vegas, Las Vegas.
I'm not going to no Vegas.
Yeah, I think, you know what, man? We're gonna go to Vegas and,
When are we going to Vegas?
We're gonna give Daddy the Rain Man suite. Do you dig that? We're going to Vegas, Mike. Vegas! You think we get there by midnight? Honey, we're gonna be up 500 by midnight. Yeah! Vegas! Vegas, baby, Vegas!
This new?
Yeah, a little bit. I changed it for the event. Just adding more Flattoberfest information. Text. I didn't talk or anything. Because I didn't really have time. I did it right before the show.
One thing to remember here, if you're making still water, it's always flat, always level. So every little line that you put in it must be basically flat. You can go anywhere you want to go with it, but you have to keep them straight. In still water, it's always flat, always level.
I'm in a cult, 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 I'm in a cult. I'm at the Grove, Bohemian. I drink the juice, the chocolate milk, the holy cow. I wear the sneaks, tip up the beak, I'm the 33.
Welcome back to Strange World, part 3 of 4. It's you, me, and Karen B. We're taking your phone calls, 848-222-2480. That's 848-222-2480. But beforehand, I've got to bring this up because I got this in the mail yesterday, which was, I get sent physical mail every once in a while. You know what somebody sent me?
Awesome.
This guy sent me, and this guy's known as the Game Crafter. Look him up. Redeem. Anyway, Game Crafter. But he sent me Risk. Oh crap! Can you see it? Oh no!
Not really.
Damn it!
Oh, kinda. Oh, hold it next to you. There, Flat Earth Risk.
Flat
I
Earth
see.
Risk. Yeah, the game of Risk Flat Earth Edition.
That's cool.
Yeah. So it plays exactly like Risk, only it uses a flat Earth map.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Can people buy it?
I don't know. So look up the game crafter. He didn't really send a note or anything with it. He said, I was going to send you this, and there was no letter, but he's known as the game crafter. I'll see if I can find some more info, or maybe Peanut can find some info on the guy. But it was really cool. So thank you for that. Very awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah. I haven't played Risk in years. Okay, Ted, I am reading your text, but I will answer that after the show or the next break. Okay, let's pick up. We're gonna pick up 918 first. So, Jesse, are you there?
Line unmuted. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Dude, don't mess with me. Come on.
I think I can hear you.
Dude.
Hello? There we go. Is it working?
Yeah, yes. You have never not come in. I've always been able to hear you.
Yeah, I've always fallen for it. Very interesting news, and I talked to Karen about this on her show. But anyone that's interested in going to Canada, Brittany and I were in Canada a few weeks ago, and it's like the pandemic was turned off, like literally. Like you never know anything was going on up there. We crossed over Niagara Falls from Buffalo, and there are no issues.
Cool.
30 cars in front of us. But once we got there, once we got to the customs station, literally 60 seconds, no mention of COVID-19, no mention of vaccination, no mention of negative tests, nothing, zero, zilch. All the restrictions are gone, and as of October 1st, we drove all through Ontario province, Brantford, Toronto, Belleville, then up to Montreal, up in Quebec province, Trois-Rivières, Quebec City, came down through New Brunswick province, then came back in through the state of Maine, Holton, New Brunswick 95. No issues. We were the only car across it over on the way back. 60 seconds, if that. It's like nothing ever happened. So now's the chance to visit Canada. Very nice people up there. Much nicer than their own government. I'll definitely say that for sure.
Yeah, Canadians are really nice for the most
and
part.
They got some, absolutely. Sadly, a lot of them probably fell for it, but I'd like to think that maybe their government is twisting the statistics and maybe not as many, took the jab as we were told, but we'll never know.
Yeah. Cool.
What it is. Also, I saw down near Houston on I-45 a tractor trailer with a sign on the back of the trailer that said autonomous vehicle testing in progress. And there were two drivers. One driver and one passenger. The passenger was taking notes and someone was driving. But I think the biggest thing is it's going to prevent the liability, because at the end of the day, once you tell the driver, he doesn't have to be there anymore, as much as Warner Enterprises or Schneider National or UPS or whoever doesn't want to pay your drivers 80 to 100 grand a year or whatever it is. And I drove a tractor trailer 10 years. Fact is, they're the ones that are going to be liable.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yep.
Or Volvo truck, for example, they're not going to want to take on the liability either.
No.
Or Freightliner or Navistar or any of them.
Nope.
I think that's the biggest thing is the liability.
Yeah. Self-driving cars will not be what the movies say that they were going to be. Even Mercedes was the first one to finally admit that, where they say, yeah, we've got an auto driving feature. Only use it in heavy traffic at slow speeds on a freeway. That's it. That's he goes, anything else, that's your ass. You use it in that, and you lose it and stop. You want to do it in stop and go traffic on the LA freeway? Great. fantastic. No better place to be. You try to do it on a back road, you're doomed. So don't even call us. So yeah.
So today I actually tested out the Cadillac Lyric. That's their new electric vehicle, and it had the so-called Super Cruise.
Yeah.
And I will say it is one step above the Tesla Autopilot in some cases, because what it does is, unlike Tesla, where you actually have to let the car know you're alive by, touching the steering wheel periodically every 10 to 15 seconds, there's a camera system. Somehow it knows if you're paying attention to the road, you actually don't have to touch the wheel. And it will switch lanes, just like the Salsa system. So, I mean, it's impressive. But again, I mean, it's not foolproof, and you can't go to sleep,
Nope. And it can't
people
stop.
claiming 5 years ago that, all the Uber and Lyft drivers would be out of business because, all the cars would be self-driving by now.
No. Again, any self-driving thing, I don't want to drag this out, has to be dumb enough for the dumbest driver out there. Has to be idiot proof. And that is a lot tougher to do than you might think, to create something that's idiot proof. So anyway, anything else you got?
So many variables too.
Yeah. Jesse.
Anyway, shout-outs. All right. My fiance Brittany, Jake and Dan from the band, of course. Let's see. Rick Hummer, the late Rob Skiba, Mark, Karen, Brian Stavely, Sue Finelli, Jennifer in Southern New Hampshire, Ed, and so many others I can't think of at the split tenth of a second. Live from Interstate 44. Talk to you guys again soon.
All right. Thanks, man. Have a good one.
11-11.
Thank you.
Yep. All right. Let's jump over to California. 530. What's up?
Hey, not much, William. Good evening. I actually don't have much. I wasn't able to listen. I just jumped on not too long ago. I've been actually shopping. I just got in. But, yeah, I don't have much. I'm just going to shout out to Dennis, the truck driver, Jan in Austin, Texas. Who's that guy over there in Florida? Forgot his name already.
The guy that drinks Gatorade and vodka? I don't remember. Oh, no. Dan from Valley Music Journey.
He might drink Gatorade and vodka too, though.
Anyway, Zulu 1, Jaron, if you're listening. That's all I can remember. I don't know. And anybody new, I'm just going to challenge new people to call in. Be brave. How about that?
Yes, absolutely.
Be brave.
Be brave. Yeah, you don't have to be brave. Again, a lot of people are just. I don't mind quiet flat earthers. I don't mind closet flat earthers. They're there, and we hear from them quite often. It's like, listen to the show for like 3-4 years, first time calling in, or even thinking about calling in.
Some of them might show up to Flattoberfest.
Yeah,
well, that's what I was saying. You call in, and it's an easy step to go to Flattoberfest in Vegas.
Did I show you that?
Ooh, flat earther backpack. Where'd you get that?
I got that off Steph's website.
Nice.
Isn't it cool? It's a pretty good backpack too.
Steph always gives you the good stuff. Because you're one of those cool rocker chicks. I'm just a dorky guy.
You know what? If you want a backpack, I bet Steph would give you one.
No, it's okay. What? Sorry, what? William?
Nathan Thompson. That's the fella in Florida I was shouting out to.
Nathan Thompson's in Florida?
The last time I talked to him. I mean, he might not be there no more.
Honestly, with Nathan Thompson, I think it's a week-to-week thing. I don't know if he's in any particular place for a long period of time.
Maybe he's in Mexico with somebody.
Maybe. All right, man.
Shout out to everybody. Thanks for doing what you're doing. I'm just going to listen.
Okay.
Bye.
Cool. See you, man. It's got 505 in New Mexico. Not old Mexico, New Mexico.
Mark, Karen,
Shirley, you can't be serious. I am serious, and don't call me Shirley.
Yep. Airplane, 1980.
Of course, from Airplane. Yeah,
Yep.
you mentioned it earlier.
Brilliant.
And, just for the record,
we're both pilots.
One other thing,
Sorry, we're both pilots got food poisoning.
absolutely. No, I mean, we could learn a lot from Airplane.
Yes. we do.
Also, June Cleaver did a great job speaking jive.
Yes, she did. Oh, Airplane was brilliant. It's so many fun inside jokes.
It's a great movie. Wow. Well, if on another note, if China digs deep enough, maybe they'll run into Sheol, which is another word for hell. And wow, let's see, what else do I have? Okay, I'm going to take you to flat Earth for a second, or at least something related to flat Earth. If the moon is solid and spherical, like they say it is, it cannot be a reflector of light. It can't reflect light. Now, I was looking into reflection and what you need for, reflection to work. Reflectors have to be flat or concave. They can't have any angle. So if a reflector is convex, like a sphere, the light source rays, they would end up hitting the surface and just every ray would point off the surface in a direct line, which would be perpendicular to the surface, meaning that it just really wouldn't reflect. And maybe you can make an argument for just like getting a little hint on a ball bearing or something, but how would that even work? So we win one way or the other, because it works in our favor. If the moon was reflecting, it would actually have to be flat.
Good point. Peanut Gallery, and actually I agree with Peanut, but I want to kind of blend it in. Peanut Gallery says, what about a disco ball?
Okay.
To his point, if you put a bunch of tiny but remember, a disco ball is filled up with tiny square flat mirrors. And it shoots off the light in a bunch of directions. If it was a giant, which is why they use it that way, if they wanted to use like a giant mirror ball, it would do something completely different. You'd have to do it with lasers. But I see your point.
Right.
I see your point. I don't think a lot of people are going to get it.
Yeah, no, it'd have to be.
But we get it.
Yeah. No, I just was thinking about that today. It came up and thought I'd pass it on. And
thanks, man.
Yeah, that one. I'm gonna really try to research if you could actually reflect off a ball, but it'd be too small to do it. You'd have to catch it just at the right angle. But yeah.
Yeah, David Weiss, if you're listening, create a gray ball and throw a flashlight at it from a distance and see if you can get it to glow at all. I don't think you can.
Well, that's the thing. It could be. It might not be reflecting. It could be phosphorescing. You know what I mean? Like it could be glowing in the dark. Like if it's charged by the UV rays of the sun, depending on what material the moon is made out of, assuming that it is something physical object and it is related to the sun somehow, it could just be being charged by the UV rays, right? And then it could be glowing in the dark. And then it's not reflecting, it is glowing. And then it also, in a way, is sort of, letting off its own light, right? Because it's now releasing the energy that it has stored by being charged by the UV rays of the sun. I don't know, just something to think about.
No, that's really good. I never thought of it that way, Karen. Great. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wrap my head around that one. Could be a charged element. Did anybody really see that? I don't know if I asked you guys this before. Of course, you said don't ask questions because you don't have any answers, which I'm still laughing about. But has anybody ever seen this this thing going around where you could actually, if the moon is in a partial phase, are you able to see, something where the other half would be? Like another
where the black part is?
I still haven't been able to catch that myself. Yeah, like say if it's
like a
half
star?
of a moon, because
like a star or something through the moon. I've never seen that. I've never seen that.
I've never seen it either. I know. Yeah, I keep hearing about it, but
I hear people say that too, but I've never seen it. And there are little spots on the moon that do glow brighter kind of than the rest of it. which could also, be because it's a certain type of material that just reacts more to UV than other things do, than other parts of it do. So I could see where somebody might think they're seeing that, but they're not.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Okay.
I
Wow,
just
that's
haven't
cool.
I
I
haven't
never
seen
heard that one.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything convincing. Like I've seen people have sent me videos where they say they were seeing stars or something behind the moon when they shouldn't be, but honestly, none of it ever really looks real or is what they say it is.
Yeah.
That I've
Anyway,
seen.
anything else you got, man?
Yeah. No, that's it. I'll do a couple shout outs and let you folks get to some other callers. Let's see. We'll do Jesse, of course, and William, and shout out to Dan and Jan, of course, in Dallas. Jan, when are we going to get that show together? It's already June. All right.
All right, man.
Everybody, love you guys.
All right. Have a good one. See ya.
Bye, Mark. Bye,
Later.
Karen. You too.
All right. Let's jump over to 646 in Manhattan. What's happening?
What are you doing?
Well, it's Tuesday, so Karen and I are rapping. Actually, I'm just looking longingly at Karen in the camera.
We're having a show.
Yeah, we're doing a show.
We're covered in smoke in Manhattan right now.
Oh, right. You guys are getting some of that Canadian smoke that we got.
Really?
Yeah.
No, just not some of it. Not some of it. All of it. Like
it's bad, huh?
In the 160 or 170. Yeah. Like you can't walk outside without you're basically, it feels like you're inhaling. A friend of mine said she felt like she was inhaling hairspray. That's not really the right word. It was like, it felt like campfire smoke.
It's a campfire smell, but yeah, it's really thick. Yeah. Wow.
Dude,
I didn't.
A huge friggin' fire up there to like do what it did to New York City today.
Yeah, for those of you who haven't spent time in Canada, there is a ton of forests up there, tons. And when they have forest fires, they just most of the time just let them burn out. Here in the States, we fly people in helicopters all the time, but up in Canada, it's bad.
Did you see the overhead? I guess allegedly the overhead radar. All those fires started at the same time, and the look down from the whatever it is that's taking the pictures on a balloon, whatever the fuck it is, but like all the fires started at the same time, and there was no clouds with lightning to start the fires. So you just saw these streams of smoke come up, so obviously all the directed energy people are like on fire on the boards right now saying like, could be that or whatever, people just starting fires. But dude, it's like, it's really creepy in New York City right now.
I'm looking. Peanut sent me a headline from CNN. I didn't realize. I realized only a couple hours before the show because people were talking about it. It's like it's bad out here. It's like
yeah, it's really strange. I've never seen it like this before. I remember one time way back when I think there was the Yellowstone wildfires. I don't remember how many years ago it was, and we would see the sun looking a little orangish, at sunset.
Yeah.
But like the sun today at like, I would say 3 or 4 o'clock was looking pretty orangish, and then walked out. I usually can see the skyline from my roof. I couldn't see it from today. So it was like, yeah, it's been kind of like one of those days. Then I got a Zulu was sending me videos, and he's like just walking around his backyard. It's like the sky is brown, just brown.
Wow. Oh, sorry, man.
Yeah. I don't know what it means, man. I don't know what it means. I don't got any meaning in this, man. How are you guys doing? You guys good?
Yeah. Yeah. No complaints. Hey, are you going to Vegas? Have you made up your mind yet?
Made up my mind for what?
Vegas.
Yeah, I'm coming. You know what else? I'm so happy that you reminded me of that. That's so cool that Mark Devlin is coming over. I'm talking to that guy for a while. He was like, he was like that cat at the very first of like March 2020, April 2020, where he's like just fucking raving in the parking lot of a grocery store. And I'm like, this is a brother from another mother right here. This guy is fucking amazing. And I just followed his shit after that. And he does all the music stuff. That's going to be super rad to have him there. Also, Crumb and I and Chief Crow commercial sound, and what is it? Tinfoil hat, sombrero. We talked about getting Alex to come to do some music over at the Vegas thing as well. It's really big production to get that whole thing together, but I still think we all let band arms together and at least get Alex over there just by himself to play a couple of songs.
Well, I don't know why he couldn't
bringing
just play by. That's what he did before when he came to 2018. He just played, was just him and his guitar, and it was pretty good. Like, I don't know why he couldn't do that.
Yeah,
I
think he
know I
could too.
talked to him and he said he wanted like a whole like band, but I don't have the resources to pull that together.
Well, we could have done it, but like it's a lot of work, and like so now we're just like trying to swerve him into getting over there. But I love that like people from the UK are coming over now, and like I mean honestly, it's going to be super cool. There's going to be a lot of people that I've never met that are like I consider best friends in my whole life that I've never met in person. So like just getting all of the folks over there is going to be pretty awesome, and I hope we get as many people as we can. But
yeah,
that's all I got tonight.
Okay.
That's it.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. You guys be good. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
He always hangs up before I can mute him. It's almost like he doesn't want to hear the mute thing. Oh, should I pick up one more for the break? Okay, you know what? We're gonna do it. I'm picking you up. You only got 3 minutes. What do you got?
631?
Yeah, 631. Do it.
Karen, hey, Mark and Karen B, how you doing?
Good.
Great.
Yeah. Cool. No, Karen, I want to ask you a question. I'm finally getting out of New York because my whole family's been in North Carolina for like at least 20 years. My brother he works outside of Charlotte. Let's make it quick. Hickory, how would you describe that? Like in like 1 or 2 words, really quickly, if you know the area. Hickory, North Carolina.
Hickory, that's a little bit north of me. I mean, it's pretty cool. I like North Carolina.
Yeah?
I don't think you can go wrong really out here. I like it here. It's nice. So
yeah. No, I'm chilling. I'm on the beach right now. I'm wading river, Suffolk County, Long Island. So, you know, it's like far out east on the North Fork. And yeah, the sky is definitely fouled up here, man. I've never seen anything like it, like that other caller said. I wonder, people say all these cryptids, and some of these people are pretty reputable. And I was wondering if, like, maybe they're trying to get rid of evidence because it's always in, like, the Bigfoot areas, it seems, or Dogman or whatever, these fires. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know. I mean, I would actually go with something a little easier. Like if you're going to try to do weapons testing, if you want to do energy weapons testing, that's a great place to do it because you can see the spread real easily. You can see where the fires start, and you can track them with heat signatures very easily from just about any balloon you want to use or spycraft. So as far as wiping out a Bigfoot, if you want to wipe out a Bigfoot species, you'd start the fires over on Vancouver Island, and that's on the far west coast of Canada. So,
no, not wipe out, just like kind of,
or mess with them. How's that? You would do a west coast, middle of Canada or Alberta.
Yeah, isn't like California is always on fire,
Yeah,
right?
I think that's like a land grab by the government, though.
Oh, you mean the energy weapons from years ago,
like when they burned Paradise?
Yeah,
because they're burning cities. They're not really burning the wilderness. Sometimes it's the wilderness. I mean, California is always burning, though.
Hey, man, we got to go to our final break. So, do you got any shout outs?
Yeah, shout out to the FEC. Shout out to Karen B and Mark. Shout out to Strong Island and everyone else, all the usual suspects.
Cool, man. Well, thank you for calling in.
No doubt. Peace.
All right. Have a good one. All right. And with that, we are going to our final break. When we come back, we will take the last of your phone calls. I swear we will try for 405-845. The other one, 631-714-540. We'll try to get to those. So, Karen, would you be so kind?
Where is the curvature?
Alpha 33, target is on property, approaching food trailer. Engage Delta 9. Roger. Alpha 33 descending.
Hey, I know you.
They might be listening.
CIA?
Maybe.
Aliens?
Probably.
Globalists?
Definitely. I may have already said too much.
We have what you need.
Really?
It's flat
I'm listening.
and round
Go on.
and delicious.
Tell me the secret. I see the truth in it.
I thought you might.
This truly is a special place.
Yeah, we like to think so.
Will you be here tomorrow?
We move around quite a bit.
Ah, a mobile command center. A strong strategy. I like where your head's at.
Anything else?
I was never here.
Package intercept. Copy that, Alpha 33. Come on back, let's see.
Long live Flat Earth.
Long live Flat Earth!
Welcome back to Strange World, part 404. It's you, me, and Karen P. Sometimes Peanut. Sometimes he's in the margins. Yeah. Just typing away. All sorts of fun stuff. We don't read all of everything he types, by the way. All right. Phone number to call in is 848-222-2480. Let's just get right to it. And
Type it anywhere I can see it.
What?
Peanut.
Oh. Well,
Not
that's-
typing.
sometimes
No,
he doesn't want to distract you. You're already doing so much that he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to distract you, or he could be saying something off color.
He can send it to me. It just matters. Like, depends if I'll check it or not.
Is that? Hey, Peanut's got to admit, I am much better at checking stuff now. Now that I've, kind of, getting there. Anyway, let's go to the calls, shall we? Let's go to 405 out possibly in Oklahoma. Have you ever called in before, 405?
I have.
Cool. What's happening?
It's Doug Maurer. Hello.
Hey.
I was the guy that was going to get to meet Mark finally last year at Flattoberfest, but then my mother-in-law passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I've been talking to Karen in email, and I was calling to reply to your email. Yes, we're coming.
Okay, cool.
Please send me that. I thought I was a Patreon, but I guess I'm just a YouTube member. I'll go rectify that.
Okay. Well, it's okay. I'll message you.
Sweet. Yeah, we finally get to meet Mark.
Right on.
Because he wasn't there the year I actually went. 2021, right? He didn't make it.
Yeah, I didn't go in 21. That was again mostly because of the airline thing. I got a little worried again because of airline issues. I was concerned they were just going to keep escalating, and they didn't. So hey, great, wonderful.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. But that was really all I had. I just wanted to call and say, yes, we're coming. I'm bringing a family, even though I heard you say it might not be the most family friendly. My kids are like 12, 13, so I think they'll be all right.
Oh, in Vegas, they'll be fine. Just give them like fistfuls of cash and send them down the street. What's the worst that could happen?
Go make us some money. I love the show, guys, and I just want to give a shout out to a lot of people. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, and then I'll get right off your phone, okay?
All right. Thanks, man.
All right.
Have a good one.
Absolutely. We got Jaronism and all his Jaronites like Stephanie, Nelson, all those legends, Room. There's so many people. I can't even mention them all. And Melodome, Zach Zavala, Good Times for All, Trouble in Tribune, FMX, all these guys. Michael Brash, they're all awesome. I love you all.
Right on.
Cool. Very cool, man. All right. Have a good one.
Roboted out a little bit there, but
yes, he did.
Got most of the call.
At the
Made
end.
it almost to the end.
He was real though. He was not AI. I swear. Absolutely swear. Let's do the. Let's do 845. What's happening out somewhere in New York?
Mark, you calling 845?
Yeah, it's you. It's you right now. Absolutely you.
Okay. Yeah, I called a couple of weeks ago. My name's Rick. I mentioned I come from Pine Bush, New York, UFO capital of the world, and I want to thank Zulu for adding to that. We were in the Shawangan Valley, and we just had our festival yesterday. Didn't attend it, but I want to thank him for that. A few things I came across. Were you aware of the fact that Tesla drivers are carrying generators in their trunks because they're going dead on the highway?
What?
You heard that?
No.
Generators?
No.
Yes. There was a video of a car dead on the road, and some guy pulls up behind.
Oh yeah. No. I have seen a couple of those. Electric.
Okay.
Yeah, the really resourceful people. But again, if you have to do that, then you realize that the limitations of your electric vehicle are compromising your lifestyle. You are, the electric vehicles can only do so much. The internal combustion engine cars do everything we want them to do. They have been for 100 years, and you're choosing to, get a car that you can, if you just want to just tear off and go somewhere, road trips are out of the question. You have to plan them out. With the cars that we've had for 100 years, you just get in the car and freaking go, Thelma and Louise style. Just go. But electric cars, you have to have everything mapped out, because if you lose your charge, you're screwed. Yeah, I hear you.
Another one. Had you heard about the fake moon that's been following the Earth around the sun since about 100 BC?
Yeah, the really small
observatory in
small
Hawaii.
one. Yeah.
The Artemis 1 took pictures of it.
Did it now?
Have you heard that?
No, I didn't know that
Yeah,
Artemis took the shots, but I did hear about it. Yes.
I saw the pictures, and it was kind of, no movement, no stars. It was like 9.5 minutes. I didn't watch the whole thing, but it was 9.5 minutes of music, and that was, that was kind of.
Well, don't you know, man? There are no stars. Sorry, go ahead.
No. Are you done with that one?
Yep, I'm done.
Artemis 1?
Yep, I'm done.
You were talking about the moon. Ever since I heard about that temperature thing, I got my own little Amazon thermal thermometer, and I keep track of it. I have little charts. A couple of years now, I've been taking the moon. I call it taking the moon's temperature when it's out. I use my deck as a surface, but back in I wrote it down, 3/17/18. I got a 14. It was over a weekend. Usually I get a 3 to 5 degree difference, but in 2018 I got a 14, a 17, and a 16 degree difference.
Wow.
On those 3 nights, and I don't think it was a full moon. I forgot what the phase was. What I also do, I've been, especially if the weather's good, I can take pictures of the moon when it's out during the day. Now I've got a pretty good camera, and when I do that, and I blow it up, to make a real good close-up of it.
Yeah.
The inside of the moon is the same color as the sky around it. I think I can see through it. That's my opinion. Anybody else who takes daytime moon pictures?
I've heard people say that during the day, they've noticed some transparency. I'm kind of with Karen on this one. It's like, maybe, but I haven't seen really anything that definitive. So, but it's a nice thought.
Another one. Have you ever heard of the Epoch Times, the very conservative newspaper? Comes out once a week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it was a few months ago. To be exact, they offered a flat Earth book, which I got, written by a S.H. Shepard. Ever heard of it?
Doesn't ring a bell.
This goes back last year sometime.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, anyway, I've never known any publication to offer flat Earth information, at all. And I also just saw the Level With Me video.
Yeah, the Hibbler production one. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was the same story about the 7 astronauts with obviously doubles or, whatever it was. And I had to look the guy up. It was Gregory Bruce Jarvis who was missing. That they haven't found him out of the 8.
Oh yeah, the older guy. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well, I'm thinking about Gus Grissom, who's going to do an interview about the whole space program, and that was just before he what was it?
Was removed from the program. You can say it.
When he died, and I'm wondering if Mr. Jarvis did not cooperate and ended up the same way.
Maybe, but for me, it was like so much time has passed. I mean, he looked like he was in his like maybe 50 already by the time he flew that. I mean, he could have been in his late 40s, I suppose, but you fast forward that at least 30 years later, he was the only one that was I mean, nobody really questioned that he probably just died of old age. So I don't think because remember, most of the guys now that are going through the program are even Artemis are officers in the U.S. military, pretty high up there, and they're psychologically screened, they're profiled, so full well if they're the type to like waver and plus you tell them, it's like, don't even think about it. Look, you're a soldier. You're paid to do what we tell you. You're paid to keep secrets. So anyway.
Yeah. I got a question for Karen. I was watching your coffee show yesterday, and I didn't understand what Dell was talking about. He kept repeating the same thing over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know what his point was?
He was saying that that every object basically needs some sort of force put upon it to make it move. You need to do something needs to be, there needs to be some sort of mechanics behind the movement. He's saying that there can be, there's no such thing as like unseen forces, and the unseen forces don't affect things like gases or liquids, which is not true. So he's basically saying that for everything that falls straight down, that's why, you know, the way things fall down, he thinks that that is created by the earth accelerating upwards. He believes that now for whatever reason. I don't know why he decided to start going down that road, but he does. Which
is he Flat Earth Society or?
Well, he wasn't at first, but that's a Flat Earth Society idea, which is actually proposed by Einstein. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, anyway, we're kind of coming to the end of the show. You got any shout outs?
Oh, just one. Well, my favorite. I wish you'd talk about him. Well, Paul Gavrio, who goes to the college campuses. I can't shake him.
Peter Jarvio.
Few people I remember. Garvey. I gotta see it. I recently saw whoever put out the Kryptonite's physics. I don't know physics, but they did these 2 videos. They were fascinating, and just very flat Earth to Paul on the Plane and the Flat Earth Brothers, a few others. I can you and Karen, obviously. All right, Mark, thanks for taking my call. I really appreciate it.
All right. Hey, have a good one, man.
Okay.
See ya.
You too.
Bye. All right, we get time for we got a couple more. We'll grab 631. 631, what do you got?
Hi, it's Mother Dragon.
Hey, Mother Dragon.
Hey. Obviously I'm calling from New Orleans where, we have all that nastiness in the air at the moment. It's horrible. And if anyone thinks this is strictly from, fires that they decided to start up in Canada, you need to think more chemical warfare with this. Because New York City was listed today as the worst in pollution in the entire world today. Beat out all those cities in China. So this isn't just smoke drifting down from, some Canadian forest. This is, they purposely release something in the air. And you can smell it. It does not, it definitely is not, just, smoke from a brush fire or anything. It's, like I said, it's a lot more than that. So I am actually in talk with a local Army surplus store, and I'm going to go get a military gas mask tomorrow, because I don't know how long this is going to last, and I am not going to continue breathing in whatever they decided to release upon this area.
All right, then.
Jeez. I wonder if David's getting that, because David's in Connecticut.
Oh, I bet you he is.
Yeah, Connecticut is also getting that too. I don't know how much, but I know it's bad.
Because his voice needs
air
more
being
smoke.
Brown, and that's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's awful.
Oh, well, thank
I
you.
wonder if there's a way to figure out what it is to test the air, or to take some sort of air sample. You should have to get an air filter.
Might even have a gas mask. She's breathing, with it on. Might be able to take the filter and then have that tested as well to see what particulates are in the air.
Mm-hmm.
So,
right.
If this continues, I might be able to keep a sample of one of the filters from the gas mask and get it tested. I don't know if it's going to dissipate, from tomorrow on. I don't know how long they're going to continue with whatever they're doing right now, but it is pretty obvious, for someone, with eyes to see, people who, question that, this isn't just, oh, the fire decided to come down this way and, be worse down here than where the fires are supposedly are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right.
So, yeah. So hopefully it dissipates, but yeah, it was not a pleasant, experience waking up in the morning, going outside, seeing the sky the way it is and starting to breathe in whatever it was that was, just choking.
Cool. Well, thank you for the update.
Yeah.
I hope everyone out there is keeping safe. And if you are in the area where this is happening, I do suggest, maybe, looking into gas masks or something. Because like I said, I don't know how long this is going to last, but it's definitely not just forest fire smoke.
Okay. Cool. Any shout outs before I let you go?
I'm not really a shout out woman.
All
But
right.
I just hope everyone is doing okay. And stay flat.
All right.
Thanks, Mother
Stay
Dragon.
flat. Do I want to pick up one more before 845? Let's take a shot. Let's go with 5. You know what? We're gonna go 509 because he's in Washington, and then we'll go to Zulu. 509 out in Washington State. We don't get a lot of what's happening.
Hey, how you doing, Mark? Karen?
Good. Okay, got you for a couple minutes. What do you got?
I was just curious about your worldview. You and Karen's worldview.
World, you're gonna have to be a little more specific than that.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to find out. You a New Ager? You believe in the Bible? What's
That. Karen and I are pretty different. I was raised born again Christian, and then got into the tech sector, and then came back to religion when I got into flat Earth. But I can't speak for Karen.
Well, I do a show every Saturday where I read the Bible. It's called Anti-Religious Scripture Study with my friend Jack. So I'm currently reading scripture. I believe in a creator, but I wouldn't call myself like a devout. I'm not like a Christian or anything like that.
What were you hoping for there? That was kind of the answers you were looking for?
Is that okay?
Oh, it was just someone told me that I don't know if it's you or maybe it was Mark Dice.
Mark Dice? Why? What'd Mark Dice say?
No, like Alex Jones and all these so-called New World Order exposers are basically saying they're waiting for Christ consciousness. We all got to get Christ consciousness. Well, that's a New Age term that like we got to get Christ consciousness, and they're all talking this New Age crap, exposing the New World Order, trying to bring in the New Age. And I was just saying, well, I don't think the New Age is better than the New World Order, whatever. So that's all I'm saying.
Okay. All right. I mean, I've never really been, nor do I talk about him a lot, Alex Jones fan. And Mark Dice, it's only so much I can put stock in him. You got to remember, he started out as a professional wingman. If you guys don't know what that is, it's a guy that would set you up with a girl at a bar. He'd go to the bar and charm a girl and then throw him off on you. He was a professional. What do you even call that? It's not a gigolo. I suppose it's just a wingman. They made a movie about it. Will Smith played it. Not Mark Dice, per se, but he played a professional wingman. What was that movie called? Peanut? Remember that? Where Will Smith played a... Anyway. Anything else? Because we want to go. We gotta get to our last call. Anything else? Shout outs?
No, that's good. Thank you very much. I just wanted to make sure that you guys weren't New Agers. I got New Agers in your chat.
No. Hey, dude, we are the about as truther as truther can be.
Cool.
All right.
Good luck with you. Bye.
All right. Thanks for listening. All right, we're gonna pick up our last phone call. Sorry. What?
Well, before I just have a little message from Peanut from Mother Dragon. I guess I didn't see it before she hung up, but he says that gas mask does not filter smoke.
That's true.
Does not filter smoke. So.
All right, 845. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. What the hell's happening?
It's smoky here in New York, New York. Oh my God, dude. It is absolutely insane. They're right. Larry and Mother Dragon are absolutely right. It's fucking nuts. I walked out and I'm like, wait a minute. Is something on fire in my neighborhood?
Yeah.
Like instantly. I didn't even notice the smell. Like everyone else said that it had like a weird smell. I'm just clueless. But it was so thick. It was ridiculous. Ridiculous. You couldn't see anything. You could tell that the sun was in the sky, but that's it. Fucking nuts. And I don't know, like, on the picture I sent you, the swirl pattern, what the fuck is that? Like, it goes west, north, east, and then south, right to fucking New York. When has that pattern been around?
I would officially say that's not suspicious at all.
No, not one bit. Not one bit.
Why
David
would you
has to be getting it just as bad.
Well, we'll have to keep an eye on it. Let me know how long it lasts and if anybody drops in the streets. But
so far, it's reported to be sometime tomorrow that it should subside. Like midnight-ish. I don't know. Like, that's kind of a long time. You know, what? I don't know. I don't know what they could be putting or what's burning. Because, like, my first thought was, what the hell's burning near those things? Are there fucking chemical plants? Are there fucking other things that caught on fire near them?
well, you know, if you wanted,
I didn't even know.
if you wanted to cover it, you know, I'm not saying that this is an idea I would come up with, but you could start out with, you would create the forest fire and then, you know, do some high level aerosol thing and mix it in on a targeted area, see what happens.
Sure. Why not?
Sure.
They were spraying.
Yeah. Of course,
Why
that's not official, but I'm just saying that's something that might be on a memo somewhere.
That air pattern blew me away. And I had no clue that they all started around the same time. What the fuck? Again, not suspicious at all.
No.
Right? Not suspicious at all.
Nothing suspicious. Everything's coincidence, man.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Of course it is. Yeah. You know, and I just wanted to comment, really, people suck because they rather make a video than fucking help somebody. Like I saw something, they got video of the elderly man being mauled by the dog, but nobody fucking is helping. Like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck?
Oh, there's all sorts of psychological studies down those lines, Zulu. All sorts. That goes all the way back. I mean, especially in New York, you know, where somebody's getting, you know, crime is happening to somebody on the streets, and even before cell phones, people be looking out the windows. Anybody going down there? No. Nowadays, though, you can get the
clips. Marine got charged.
Yeah.
The Marine that stopped the black man, and they made, you know, and of course it becomes racist. It's not that he stopped a crazy fucking man and the guy died. And I mean, I don't think he intended to kill the guy. I didn't see the video. I mean, I can't judge that, but
no,
like, nobody's going to fucking help anybody.
Yeah.
They're going to be terrified. Be like, oh, I'm sorry that woman got raped by 4 men, but I can't step in there. I'll get sued. You know, it's fucking ludicrous.
Well,
Fucking
there
ludicrous.
after hours, I'll tell you a story that goes along with that. We don't have time for it here,
Mhm.
but yeah, no, just take solace in that our group does help each other, and we do help each other, and we got each other's backs, and Flat Earth sticks together, which is for
There's
the most part.
103,000 and something blue dots, so there we are everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that guy in the Sonora Desert, I was there. His video is accurate. People, you can fucking come up with this shit. These morons. I'm sorry.
That's a beautiful shot, man.
And
it's stunning.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It is clear.
Yeah.
Oh, and real quick, the AI thing, that was interesting that they release and stuff like that. I just watched on Netflix The Recruit. Like I binge watch. I always fast forward past the drama bullshit. I don't care about that crap. I just want to see the action. And they had a death robot that the CIA built.
Right.
They were like, we're just going to keep it in a closet. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, there's at least one AI movie made every couple of years since 1968, going all the way back then.
Yeah.
Hasn't happened. Skynet's not happening, but it's a nice idea. No, don't get me wrong. As a nerd, I think it's great. Anyway, hey, we got to wind this sucker down. What we got? Shout outs, quotes,
real quick.
anything, what?
I got a quote. Our breathing is a fragile vessel that carries us from birth to death. That's all. Just because we ain't breathing so good here in New York today.
All right. And?
Shout out William, that Long Island guy. Hope he doesn't fall in the river. He sounded a little buzzed. Prime Bush, Ice Queen, Mark, Peanut, Karen, Zulu One, everybody in the chat. Even though I'm angry, it was a good day. So there you go.
You're like the character in the Hulk. You're always angry. Nice.
I'm always angry. These
I'm always angry.
people everywhere. They're still.
Dude, we gotta end the show. Okay,
Done.
with that, we will be back next week. Same flat time, same flat channel. Say goodnight, Karen.
Good night, Karen.
Say goodnight, Zulu.
Good night, Zulu.
And Peanut Gallery blows a smoke ring in the shape of a ship. Or no, Statue of Liberty. There you go. And yeah, that's it. Roll music. We're out of here. Hot sex.
Hot sex.
Hot sex.
All right, everybody.
there's ever been. Wound up chasing stars all over again. There's words for what you got, what you have, and what you'll ever need. There's love so many nights, so many nights, so many ways to believe.
Hello, Daisy. Hello,